Julian Alvarez to Chelsea, here we go. This is an announcement that we might or might not hear a month from now. Because suddenly today, multiple reports coming from multiple sources that Julian Alvarez is not that happy at City because he's not playing as much as he would like, and maybe he would like to test his skills somewhere else. In the Premier League, Spanish leagues, maybe at PSG, who knows? The question here is, would you as a Chelsea fan be happy if Chelsea signed someone like Julian Alvarez? Or do you really want just Sesko? Maybe we should go with Victor Osimhen, even though we've talked about that and the scenarios and the reasons why we will not go for him. Would you be happy with Julian Alvarez? Let me know down in the comment section below. Hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, do all of that. Let's dive into this. So a couple of reports came out, or reports, comments from some sources here. First up, it is very likely that Julian Alvarez will leave Manchester City this summer, according to Hernan Castillo. We have another quote by Gaston something. There is a possibility that in the coming days an offer will arrive from big Premier League club for Julian Alvarez. We continue. Transfer deadline news here. Also the source, same guy as before. Julian Alvarez chatted with Pep Guardiola in private and made only one request. Let him play the Olympic Games with Argentina. He argued that Pep doesn't give him the minutes he wants at Manchester City. Of course, with Chelsea, Mudryk and Enzo also asked to go and play at the Olympic Games, but unlike Julian Alvarez, they actually played a lot for Chelsea and Enzo played through injuries. They cannot. Let's see what happens with Julian Alvarez. Fabrizio Romano here coming with his own comments and news. Several clubs have approached Julian Alvarez, not only Atletico Madrid, but also Paris Saint-Germain, showing interest. No proposals or negotiations yet, but several clubs keen also from England. Man City want to keep Julian. Talks with his camp will follow about that. I can promise you this right now, this is going to be the topic of the next coming days, if not weeks, because it's Manchester City, because it is Julian Alvarez, in my opinion, a very, very good striker, and he would fit the Maresca system perfectly, right? Because he's already playing in a Maresca system at Manchester City. He can also play out wide, he can play support to a second striker, we've seen him do that at Manchester City. He's very, very good on the ball, he's very good off the ball as well, a workhorse, and he can score the goals, right? He's very, very clinical. Now, if we compare here, for example, Benjamin Sesko, let me remove the bottle here for a second, Benjamin Sesko and Julian Alvarez, it is pretty clear why you would go for one over the other and vice versa, right? I mean, you can clearly see where one dominates and where the other does not. With Benjamin Sesko, you're getting more, let's say, presence in the air, non-penalty goals in this case as well, expected goals a tiny bit higher. But with Julian Alvarez, you're getting a bit more offensive actions, expected assists, that's probably because he played a lot with Erling Haaland, for example, and passes to the box as well. And of course, received passes is also extremely high, well, much higher than Sesko, because he does play as that second striker or plays off the main striker. So let me know down in the comment section below, which one would you like, if both of them are available, which one would you like to see in our blue next season? Moving on to some other news here with regards to Romelu Lukaku, pain in the butt, seriously, I'm Belgian so I can say that. Chelsea insists they have no plans to loan out Romelu Lukaku as things stand. Chelsea are aware of Napoli interest with Antonio Conte as new head coach, as initial approaches already took place. £38 million exit clause available for any club interested in Lukaku this summer. I mean, last year we had the same thing, and we finally, we found a solution, which is basically loaning him out. But there's no chance in hell we would loan him out again this summer. We want to get the money. Onto the other money topic is the Conor Gallagher saga. So unfortunately, there are more and more reports coming out. Yeah, he's still very focused on Chelsea, not desperate to leave, but there is interest from Aston Villa and Tottenham, and I believe we've heard also, I think, from Atletico Madrid, but I really doubt that he will leave Chelsea, and if he leaves Chelsea, then it's probably going to be to stay in the Premier League, but the club will be asking for at least £50 million. Now, according to Liam Twomey, Chelsea do not necessarily need to sell Gallagher. They've already guaranteed £28 million through the sale of Lewis Hall to Newcastle after his season on loan there. The proceeds of Mason Mount's £55 million transfer to Manchester United last summer will go on this year's accounts. They also banked between 11 to 14 million pounds from add-ons in clauses of loan and transfer deals last season. Plus, you can sell other players as well. Maatson, Broja, probably Chalobah. We're selling Ziyech, we're probably selling Sarr as well. So all of that adds up. In my opinion, we shouldn't be forced to sell one of our key players. Then last thing here with regards to Michael Olise, this is also a player where you're probably going to hear quite a lot more in the coming weeks. He's not going to the Euros, so that might facilitate an early transfer. According to the Secret Scout, Chelsea want to sign Olise this summer. In case we do not, we've got here Ben Jacobs saying that Leeds Summerville could be a cheaper option for around half of Olise's price. We've talked about Summerville before. I think very, very good player, especially for the price that you can get him. But he's not directly competing with Olise. You can get both Olise on the right, Summerville on the left. Chelsea are still deciding on the best approach since they know Maresca values wingers over wide forwards, but they are also well stocked in this area. That's true, but still, if we can find, let's say, a buyer for Raheem Sterling at a decent price, you can always sell Raheem Sterling, get Summerville, way less wages as well, so that helps with the balance sheet and will definitely help us with other transfers as well. So like I previously said, lots of stories that will come out each and every day, each and every week. You can find all of those stories on this channel. We've talked about how Chelsea could make or should make top 4 next season based on mathematics, basically. How many points, how many wins, how many losses, how many draws. What did history tell us? If you missed that video, that's going to be in the top right corner. Overall, that's about it. Do answer or share your question, comments down in the section below. I'm officially monetized, by the way, so thank you for all the support. Truly, truly amazing. I'll maybe launch something. Nothing's going to be really behind the paywall here, but maybe some cool badges or whatnot for those of you that want to support me. And during live streams, you can maybe pop up on the screen or something like that. We'll see, but nothing will be behind the paywall here. Everything will be free for the community, open, so you can all participate. That's the main goal of this channel. So that's about it for this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.